Throughout history, truth has often proven stranger than fiction. Today's story may be a tale of deception, misplaced authority, and a quiet suburban life hiding dangerous secrets. But appearances can be misleading. In the town you're about to visit, one man desperately wanted to be seen as something he's not. And his woman was not entirely oblivious. Uniforms can be bought. Trust can be earned. And sometimes the most convincing disguise is the one no one thinks to question. As you watch, ask yourself, is this story based on a fact? Or is it fiction? Arthur Pendleton was a 50-year-old night watchman at a corrugated cardboard factory in the sleepy town of Oak Haven. He was slightly overweight, deeply in debt, and entirely forgettable. But when he stepped into his garage, Arthur disappeared. He pulled on the navy blue tactical pants, tugged the Velcro straps of the heavy Kevlar vest snug, and affixed the gleaming silver shield to his chest. It said Oak Haven Police, purchased online for $49.99. Finally, he holstered the Glock 19, a weapon his felony record strictly forbid him from owning, and looked in the mirror. Officer Pendleton stared back. He was formidable. He was respected. He was the law. For 8 months, Arthur had been living this double life. He'd spent his savings on a decommissioned black Crown Victoria, outfitting it with an internal light bar and a scanner he kept tuned to the OPD frequency. He told his wife, Brenda, that he'd finally achieved his lifelong dream of making the reserve unit. She, sweet and perpetually naive, beamed with pride every time he left for patrol. Tonight, the scanner crackled.
1031 progress. At the Gas & Go on Elm. Disturbance between clerk and customer. Any available units respond.
Arthur's heart hammered. That was only 4 blocks away. He flicked on his strobes, red and blue slicing through the suburban darkness, and floored it. He arrived just as a real OPD cruiser pulled up. 2 veteran officers of the OPD, Diaz and Caldwell, strode along the crime scene. Arthur parked next to them, disembarked his old Vic, and walked in their scene with, adjusting his utility belt with practiced swagger, he said,
"Got your 6 on this one, boys."
Officer Diaz looked at Arthur, confused.
"Who are you with? I don't recognize you from the precinct."
"Reserve unit. Been working the night shift mostly."
Arthur said smoothly, but failed to apply the rehearsed, authoritative tone he'd studied on TV procedurals. But Officer Caldwell was put off by Arthur. He noticed the way Arthur held himself and the lack of proper official attire. He noticed the badge on Arthur's chest appeared suspiciously unique. "Sir," Caldwell said, "hold up."
"Which sergeant are you reporting to?"
Arthur blinked nervously.
"Sergeant Henderson, yeah."
Caldwell responded.
"Sergeant Henderson retired 3 years ago. Sir, I'm going to need to see your commission card. Now."
The illusion fractured. Arthur stammered, reaching for pockets he knew were empty of official ID. "You are being arrested for impersonating an officer and unlawful possession of a firearm by a felon," Caldwell said. Arthur complied, trembling. The reality came crashing back down. An hour later, Arthur sat in a drab interrogation room, stripped of his vest and badge, looking smaller than ever.
"Call my wife and a lawyer. That's all I have to say."
In a modest suburban living room, the phone rang.
Hello, this is Brenda.
"Mrs. Pendleton?"
This is Detective Reed from the Oak Haven Police Department.
Oh dear, is Arthur okay? Was he hurt on duty?
"Was he hurt on duty?"
Ma'am, that's what we need to discuss. Arthur isn't
My
a police
goodness.
officer. He never was. He's been arrested for impersonating an officer and
But are you
unlawful possession
serious?
of a firearm by a felon.
There was a long silence on the other end of the line. The detective braced himself for the sobbing, the denial, the heartbreak. Instead, Brenda was calm.
Okay, thank you, Detective. I understand.
The trembling facade dropped instantly.
Let's go.
Brenda walked into the kitchen, pulled a loose tile from the backsplash, and retrieved a thick stack of bills and 2 passports.
The idiot actually got himself caught. That light bar was too much.
She'd known Arthur was a felon when she married him. She'd known the reserve cop thing was a pathetic lie. But it had been the perfect cover, for she was also a complete fake. For 8 months, while Arthur was out playing dress-up and drawing every cop's attention away from the residential areas, Brenda had quietly and efficiently burglarized 6 high-end homes in Oak Haven's wealthiest district. She packed the money into a go bag, took one last look around the neighborhood, and slipped out the back door into the night.
Police, arrest warrant for Brenda.